Pastor Mike is talking to us about the breastplate of righteousness, and I am going to give you a little object lesson about that. But first, here's some information about hermit crabs. This is what a hermit crab looks like without a shell. I bet you've never seen that before. They don't generally expose their abdomens for public viewing, but you can see why they want shells. Their abdomen is very soft, and they are very vulnerable without their shells. We're all used to seeing them tucked away in an abandoned snail shell like this, and that's because if they weren't, they would dry out quickly. And if they were in the wild, they would very soon become prey to a bird or another crab or really anything wanting a meal. So while we've all played with hermit crabs like this and let them crawl around on us, and they're so cute in their neat decorative shells, what makes them interesting is that they are well aware of how fragile they are. And they are wise in that they seek out shelter and protection that they cannot give themselves. If you've kept hermit crabs at home, you've probably gone to the store and bought shells for them like this. They say that you need to have 4 or 5 shells per crab. But what happens if it's not quite the right fit?
The latest arrival pushes to the head of the queue. At first, the chain falls apart. As it reforms, the small crab finally makes its move and takes its place at the end of the line. After a close inspection, the big crab moves in. This triggers a chain reaction. Each crab hurriedly moves into the shell vacated by the crab ahead of it in the line.
So I hope you see where I'm going with this. These crabs are looking for something strong enough to protect them from the assaults of the enemy. And they're always looking for something bigger and better that will do a better job at keeping them safe. What happens, though, if there isn't a suitable thing around? If an appropriate home cannot be found, then they do weird things like plumbing fixtures and light bulbs and shower shampoo caps, and sometimes even shells that are just not a good fit. So the goal for a hermit crab is a large enough, strong enough shell to protect them from those who would do them harm. So like the hermit crab, realize that you are vulnerable, and you need a covering, and you need protection. And like the hermit crab, realize that you have to find a big enough protection and a strong enough protection to count. Don't try to just cover yourself with the things that other people are covering themselves with. Don't just try to cover yourself with something artificial. Don't try to cover yourself with something that you've come up with. The only thing that will count as you cover yourself up to protect yourself from the assaults of the enemy is the righteousness of Jesus Christ that he earned in his perfect life and that he purchased for you by his death, burial, and resurrection. Cover yourself with the righteousness of God, and you will be able to stand against the assaults of the enemy. God bless you.